Hello, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. Because I know that our sister is surely, definitely going to be here. Thank you for joining, guys. Today is another bright, brilliant day. As you can see, our brother and friend Arnold is back with us, and we are very, very excited. Hi, sis.
Hello.
Afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Hello. Good night, Sister Vavin. Nice to see everyone returning and those that are joining newly as well. Thank you for those that have subscribed and those are always returning. Thank you very much for coming. As you can see, we don't want to waste too much time today. We have a special guest. Brother Arnold is back again with us. Welcome, Brother Arnold, and everyone welcome Brother Arnold for us. It's very interesting topic, and I want you to please listen and stay tuned and then join in the conversation and the discussion as well, and let us know what your comments are on this. Thank you very much. Stay Comfort.
Okay, Arnold, thank you for joining. And of course, I think you would surely like to say hi to our guests who are watching us today.
Yes, of course. Hello, everybody, and good morning, wherever you are, or good evening, wherever you are. It's such a blessing and a privilege to be back here again. So I'm excited and looking forward to this conversation with you guys.
Of course. Yeah, guys, we know that the whole week has been about dedicated men of God, men and women of God, serving God from
Mm,
wherever you belong. We talking about pastors, preachers, missionaries, evangelists, because we are Christian and that is what we know.
mm,
However, we always love you to share what you do in your community. Who are your Christian, your leaders in your religion, and what do you do given
mm,
what we have been looking at throughout the week. And of course, if you saw the topic for today, it's all about our futuristic AI IT ecosystem, which is
mm,
going to empower young people. So
mm,
we will hear from Arnold's own mouth. Last week
mm.
he did not have much time to say a bit more because he was in a rush. We are going to keep you today for 2 hours, Arnold. So
No
tell us
problem.
about ourselves so we can go from there.
Yeah, so thank you very much. My name is Arnold, and I'm a youth leader at Connection Church in Birmingham, but also I work for a missionary organization, and it's called Operation Mobilization, or OM. So within that organization, it's a missionary organization, and my role is to disciple young people. So that's my passion.
Hmm. Wow,
Mm,
that's just cool stuff, isn't it? So this is
that's
just
good.
the right
I've
places.
heard a lot about OM actually. I've heard a
Have
lot
you?
about OM. I know a couple of
Wonderful.
yes, I know a couple of people, young people as well.
Yes.
Right, right. Listen, so where do we start from? It's up to you, Arnold. Do you want to tell us first what OM does, or
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so OM actually has a operation mobilization. So what we do is we literally go around. Actually, we are now operating in 120 countries across the globe. So we are a global organization, and our main mission is to spread the gospel. So we send missionaries from different countries, different parts of the world, to go to the places where the gospel have not been preached yet, and then to reach out to those people. So that's what OM does. So we are a global movement, and it's been going on for almost 60 years now. So I'm so blessed to be part of this.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
very interesting. And since it's just time with our topic of the week, because I think that was Tuesday, we were actually on it on the missionaries, and yesterday continued, and then today.
Mm,
So I think it sounds really, really good, right? So
Yes.
yeah, we just want to
yes.
know. Yes, sis, I think go ahead if you have a question. If not, I'm always ready. So
No, 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 no. We want to know exactly why you actually decided to join OM. What brought
Mm,
you into that conclusion, and what
mm,
you're
yeah, and
doing
if
wonderful.
right
I
now
may
as a
add,
youth
especially
pastor.
mentoring your interest in mentoring young people, all of those,
Yes.
just kindly let us know, please.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, for me especially. So since I was a child, my passion was to go and tell others about Jesus Christ. So obviously, I was born in the Congo in Africa, and when I was a child, there were times where we used to have missionaries from the US. They will come to Congo and share the gospel. So when I saw them, I was inspired to go to do the same, to actually go out and share the gospel of Jesus Christ to other people. And that was my passion since I was a child. So I've always wanted to be a missionary because I knew that the gospel can set people free. And I've seen that happen in my own country, in a Congo, in my own life. When I received Jesus in my life, I know how much change Jesus has brought into my life. And I wanted to tell everybody the good news of Jesus Christ. And then when I saw OM, I saw that opportunity, a chance for me to be part of the process of actually transforming communities and countries and lives and families. Because through OM, I get a chance to travel different parts of the world and share the gospel with different people. And this is why I was passionate about joining OM. But then also, my passion has always been young people because the youth are the future. That's what we say. But also, the youth represent potential. With young people, if we can train them in God's way, they can change our community, our lives, and our future. This is why it's so important to actually invest in young people. That's why I said to myself, if I'm going to bring change in my community, in this country, or everywhere else, we need to start investing in young people. That's what drew me into youth ministry and also into OM and discipling young people.
That sees, I don't know about you, but that sounds really powerful. Young people being the future, the leaders of tomorrow, investing
Yes.
in young people. How
Mm.
much or what else can you do? So we just want to know. This is the 21st century. Everybody
Yes.
wants to do what they want. Do
Yes.
you think it's the right time or the right thing to do? Taking the word, guys. Before we go ahead, we want to
Mm.
take a disclaimer here. We
Mm.
just want to tell you that we are not preaching. Arnold is a youth pastor, is a youth leader, but he is not
Yes.
preaching. He
No.
is sharing what he does in the lives of
Yes.
young people, like we have been doing through this week, so that
Yes.
when we see where on passive fits into support this to go ahead. So
Mm.
share what happens in your own religious community. We are
Mm.
happy to know, because
Yes.
as a team we can do it. So Arnold, I was
Absolutely.
going to ask, this is
Yeah.
the 21st century, sis, and
Yes.
children are like, I do what I want and stuff like that, and the way that we know they are. Do you
Yes.
think is the right thing or is the best thing doing? And how does it go? How do you come across when you face young people with
Yeah.
these kind of messages?
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is obviously, yes, like you mentioned, it's the 21st century, but also in this century, we have much more opportunities than centuries gone by to actually reach out to people. Yes, young people are exposed with so many choices in the 21st century. And if we're not careful, they actually are confused as to what to choose. It's pretty much like they are standing at the roundabouts
Hmm.
with different direction, not knowing which one to take. Now, this is the right moment and the best time in human history to actually be investing in young people. I mean, the thing is, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Yes, technology has changed. A lot of things have changed, but human are still human. Human are still the same. And way from the beginning, human needed guidance from God. And today, humans still need guidance from God. And this is why it's so important, even young people. I know people say young people do not care about life, but actually they do. Because in them, they still have the spirits that God put in them. And that spirit still longs to connect to God. And
Hmm.
this is why, if we're going to invest in them, it's the spirits that we're targeting because we want them to connect their spirits with God. And then we can see them grow and become what God intended them to be.
Wow, that's so sweet. Sis, I'm handing over to you on the
You know,
note that he says.
I love.
Okay, I'll let you. I'll let you.
Yes, I love the fact I was going to pick on the notes that I said we need to
Yeah.
feed their spirits because we need to hand
Yes.
their spirits over to God. I
Absolutely.
love that place. You
Mm.
understand, because when you're speaking to a person, you're not speaking to that person physically, are you?
Oh no.
You're
Mm.
speaking to that person's spirit. And when you're
Absolutely.
addressing that person's spirit, the
Yes.
transformation takes from inside out to come,
Yes.
it starts from the inside to come out to show
Absolutely.
forth. And I love the fact
Absolutely.
that, the Bible itself says that God is the
Yes.
one that calls those things that are not as though they are. You
Absolutely.
understand me?
Yes.
So I love that point.
Indeed.
When you said that, it helps me to bring this question to you. You know, when
Mm.
you say you address their spirit, you understand, and
Yes.
you hand over their spirit.
Yes.
When we have young people, when you say they are
Mm.
crossroads and they are, at a place where they are wanting to make decisions, they are even confused on what to choose. We see some of them where they label them also in the schools and say that
Oh
this
yeah,
one
of
this one
course.
is not academic, this one is not this one is not that.
Yes.
How do you encourage and speak to children like that, especially children that are
Mm.
very good? Some of them are very
Yeah.
good with technology, some of them are very
Yes.
good with their hands, some of them are
Yeah.
very good, with art and crafts and things like that. How do you
Mm.
address their spirit when dealing? How do you bring out, those that inner man out when
Yes.
you're,
Awesome. Yeah. Now that's a wonderful question. The thing is, the scripture says God created man in his own image. So that means that's where man's identity comes from. Now, to address young people's spirit, you need to tell them who they are in God's eyes. So first you address their identity, who they are. Because many young people are lost today because they don't have identity. They don't know who they are. And that's where problems comes from. Unless people know what their identity is, they're lost. They will end up finding significance in other things like drugs and alcohol and all those kind of things, only because they missed the fact that they were created in the image of God. So, in a sense, when you are talking to young people, you tell them you were created in God's image. So, your identity is found in God. Now, when you think about God, God represents power and potential and everything we can ever want. So, in a sense, when I teach young people, I will tell them if only you can come to God, then He will unlock your potential because God has placed potential in you. So, when you connect to Him, then the gifts and talent He has given you will then begin to flourish. And then because every young people has a special talents, and God has assigned them those talents to be used in a specific place at a specific time. So if young people do not connect with God, they miss out on what God had for them. So when we connect them with God, then the talents will then be used by God at a specific time and a specific place.
That's just powerful. Sis, if you would really like me to stand, I'm happy that you picked on the point where Arnold said that many young people find themselves at the crossroads, and you
Mm,
address that. I'm really happy. And the idea or the Arnold, you are just wonderful because you bring out all the words that we just want to hear today, guys. While we're asking Arnold to say this once again, we take a disclaimer. We are
mm,
just trying to get from Arnold. He is a youth leader. He's just passionate about mentoring young people from
yes.
the spiritual perspective. So what
Mm,
we're trying is to tap out to get to know what he does,
yeah.
what it entails, so that we present an opportunity that can
Mm,
promote this, given
yeah.
that a lot is happening nowadays.
Oh
I
yeah.
like the idea that you pointed out that children find themselves that kind of, this loss of identity. Who am
Mm,
I? They don't know because nobody is there to point that this is exactly who you are.
mm,
And at some point, I believe children have gone through a lot. We know what they do out there. You've mentioned them, the drug and stuff, so much stuff going out there. Some of
mm,
them feel like, oh my God, I am terribly so bad that nobody can accept me anymore. Even God cannot
mm,
accept me. I'm so horrible. So where
mm.
do these type of children go to? What do you tell them? Or is it all lost?
Yeah. The thing is, you see, God created a human being with a conscience. Now, what the devil does, he would then try to deceive you and then use your conscience against yourself. So while you begin to accuse yourself, I'm not good enough. God does not love me. And that's what the devil does. He will come and play with your mind. And that's what's happening. The devil is attacking many young people's mind to the point where they begin to hate themselves. Because the Bible says, you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, if you don't love somebody you see, you cannot love God. So when young people do not love themselves, they cannot love their neighbors. And so also they cannot love God. So they feel distant from God. And that's what the devil does. So when I talk to young people, I always tell them, listen, what you're hearing in your mind is not God's voice. God always loves you. And God values you because He created you in His own image. But then the enemy tries to destroy you and take you away from God's path by bringing in lies and doubt in your mind. So that's why we tell them nothing is lost. You know, God is the God of, I would say, many chances, not just second chances. God will give you many, many, many chances. It's like when you take a driving test. If you fail with God, you take it again, again, and again until the day you pass. So I would say, young people, nothing is lost. With God, there's always a chance. There's always another chance.
Oh my God, that was powerful, wasn't it? Sis, do you want to come in from another angle or what? Sis, are you there? I hope you're
No,
not
I
there.
wanted to, yes, I am here. I am here. I am here.
Mhm. Come on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
Yes, we
hear you
can.
now. Yes.
I'm still trying to is okay. I'm wanting what you just said now to sink in, that God is a God of many chances and that God
Mm,
loves them, and the fact that the
mm,
devil plays on their minds and
yeah.
for them to, I'm trying to look at it from the perspective of not just what you do, but what
Mm,
unpassive can bring in also to do for
Mm-hmm.
you,
mm,
that kind of thing, what it
mm,
can do. We don't, like you said, you're a youth pastor, but you also work for OM. Okay, take for
yes.
example some of the travelings that you did, especially the one you did recently that you came to talk about,
Mm,
with us
yeah.
the other day. I wanted to
Mm,
find out what is it that you could have done more when you went
mm,
there, that you didn't have the
yeah.
opportunity or you didn't have the resources, to
Mm,
to actually do, you know,
mm.
especially for
Yeah, I
the young
mean,
people there.
oh yes, I mean, yeah, it's a good question. The thing is, you really broke my heart because I couldn't do as much as I could have. And I mean, if I had, the resources, I would have gone to the places where people are hurt and then speak to these people, and tell them that there is a God who cares about them. And I know the situation may show otherwise. I wanted to go there not just to tell them about God, but also to give them physical help, things things what they need, provide to their physical need, because every human being has got needs. You know, we cannot just address the spirits if we do not address the flesh as well. Because God created us with a spirit within the flesh. So I would have liked to go and address the physical pain, and the
Mm,
physical trauma, you know
mm,
and that's something I was not able to do only because of lack of resources. For instance, if I was,
mm,
let's say, a psychiatrist, I could have spoken to them, counseled them, to help them deal with the trauma they've been through. And if I had enough resources, I could have provided them more food or even clothing or what they needed to actually survive. And then I would have
mm.
spoken to them God's word.
Mm. I love the fact that, because I saw in the news that some of them, when they were interviewing, some of them have lost all their clothing. So
Yeah.
some of them is what they have on that they
Mm,
have, and that's about it.
mm,
And
yes.
when I heard that, it really broke my heart. And Sister Comfort,
Yeah.
what do you think about it? Where do you think passive is able to come in this situation, or as relating to the work that our brother does here?
Yeah, definitely, guys. So if you're joining us now and you missed out on a little bit, or if you missed Arnold last time, Arnold is a youth pastor in a church where fellowship just 2 minutes walk away from here. And so Arnold and Emil, our pastor, they went to Ukraine a couple of weeks ago. Emil
Mm,
normally goes, I'm not sure if it was Arnold's first time. He went in his capacity as a youth leader, as a youth mentor with Emil,
yes.
and they did some works there as he is sharing his experience. So we
Mm,
are telling you again, Arnold is not here to preach. He's just sharing his experience,
mm,
but then sharing just what he does. That is how he
mm,
does it from the spiritual
mm,
realm. And
mm,
so, of course, the challenges are real. They are true because, like you said last
mm.
time, Arnold, you are doing this because this same thing called war is happening in your country. It's happening in
Yes.
mine too. So we
Mm,
feel for everyone. Like
mm,
last time you said, one thing you said, which still remains in our hearts, is the fact that when we're approaching them, we face them like partnering with them, like
mm.
empathizing with them, being in their
Yes.
pain. And today you
Mm.
go back on it, they need to address that physical pain before even going into the spirit and stuff.
Yes.
So what we
Mm.
are offering, because guys, I already got Arnold to sign up in the OES. My fault, I've not walked him through so much because I it's funny. But then what we have hanging there in the OES is total empowerment, Arnold, because
Mm.
our CEO has built an ecosystem of more than 50 IT products. There
Wow.
is solution for everybody.
Yes.
We have already 3 free products running that we've been using. The network, this social media platform is working, the mailing system is working, the trim link shortener is working. We have
Wow.
2 products now that are ready to go commercial anytime soon. You know,
Mm.
there's a lot from through Arnold that will tap into to take it to empower young people. So
Yes.
Arnold, what we are doing now here, why we want you to bring this here, because many people, they don't know that people go through this lot, and
Yes.
they don't know that people like you sacrifice for it. What I'm
Mm.
going to say, I'm sure we'll like you to share your opinion on this, because what me and my
Yes.
sister thought
Mm.
throughout this week is that
Mm.
you spiritual leaders, your hands apparently are full from how much you get to do, from pastors to missionaries to evangelists. And we
Yes.
think that if there's something that can provide constantly, provide a source of income to
Mm.
give wealth, to pay all the bills and do all of those things, and you place both on your of all of your hands on the spiritual part, feeding the souls and doing
Mm.
all of these things, we think you can widen your horizon
Oh
and
yeah.
do even more. So that
Mm.
empowerment, we have it right here in the ecosystem. And
Mm.
so on this note, Arnold, we would like to know, is it true? Yeah, because how much does it entail? Is it so much work? How difficult is it? And then encouraging, because nowadays past men and women of God, when they
Mm.
hear stuff like this,
Yeah.
because everything is like the heavy duty part of it is done for you. You don't
Mm.
need to do much. You just need to sign to become an affiliate. We have a
Mm.
marketing department that takes our products to the faces of those who need them, right?
Yes.
They do
Mm.
all of that heavy duty. And
Yeah.
then you're just like me, I'm a mom. You know what I do? I don't need to
Yes.
go to work. I take care of your boys so that the rest,
Mm.
the company does the rest and stuff
Mm.
like that. So what we do is this opportunity we've been talking out through the week to religious leaders, men and women of God, depending what denomination you are. But we talk here from the Christian background because that's what we are, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's just that we encourage that one,
Mm.
everybody needs to have a look, move,
Mm.
draw closer and have a look. So what exactly is it all about?
Yes.
Because our men and women of God, when they hear say no, things like that are they're evil and stuff like that, but it's not true. There is
Mm.
empowerment here. There
Mm.
is support here. Everybody
Mm.
watching here, if you look at their comments, the
Mm.
moment we come back here and say we are going back to Ukraine,
Yes.
everybody will be ready to drop something because they know
Mm.
what that means. And
Yeah.
so if you say, I
Mm,
have this mission, I want to do this,
mm,
I'm taking care of youth here and there, and this is this and that is what I need, they
Yeah.
will definitely be there to do that, to make it happen. And that is
Mm.
when you get even more satisfaction, you get
Yeah.
more, do even more than you would have thought of.
Mm.
So I don't know, sis, if you want to say something, or Arnold, do you want to comment or ask a question from the business we're saying or stuff? Let's just
no,
have a chat.
we just allow Brother Arnold to talk here.
Yes,
Yes.
of
Let
course.
Brother
Yes.
Arnold talk because you've
Yes.
asked
I
him
mean,
a question.
yeah, I like what you said
So that
there.
I can respond.
Yes, I like what you said about partnership. Because the thing is, it's like partnership is like a tree. Very often when you see a tree, people tend to appreciate the fruits. But actually, what they tend to forget is what goes on beneath the surface, the roots. And with what the job I do, people see what I'm doing, but what they forget is these people behind the scene who actually support us, people who pray for us, people who give and they partner with us for us to be able to do what we're doing. And those people are like hero in a shadow. And we rely on those people for us to be able to travel and provide the services we are providing to the people and bringing help and support and comfort. Even in the Bible, when you look at the Bible, even Jesus had people partnering with him. You think about Lazarus and Mary Magdala, they had to give him food. So Jesus had people supporting him, even though he was God. And then for every person who supported Jesus, he got blessings. And the same with us. For those who are going to support our ministry or support the work we are doing, the empowerment we're trying to bring to people, Those people will receive their blessing because God will bless them. Because we don't bless people, but God does. And every time you bless somebody else, God always blesses you in return. And that's why it's so important to partner, because very often we will not stand here and ask you for money, but what we do, please support us in whichever way you can. And then whatever blessing you get, it's up to you. But yes, we do need partnership, because I mean, it takes a lot to travel. It takes a lot to provide humanitarian help. It takes a lot to spend time investing in young people. It takes time to just be there and listening to people, to understand the situation. It does take time, and it takes resources, because sometimes you're talking to people who pretty much have nothing. They've lost everything. So those people need, material support, and then if we can provide that to them, we're making a difference in their lives. And then all we're doing is about making a difference in someone's life. And that's our main objective. Wherever we go, we try to make a difference in somebody's life.
Sis, that was powerful. I think Arnold needs to come here every
Yes.
day, guys. So why? All right, I'll let you go. Sis, go. I know he's standing here. I've had it go. So
you, what grabbed my attention there again was the fact that he said, which is true, that some of
Mm.
them have lost everything. And
Yes.
how does that kind of person pick up? Because first and
Mm.
foremost, you want to start telling that person, oh, you can't minister to their spirit man, because at the end of
Mm.
the day, that person has lost everything. The
Mm.
clothes they have on them is what they have. Their
Mm.
livelihood, no matter how long they've been doing it, is already
Mm.
finished, kaput.
Mm.
You understand me? Some of them have lost their family members, loved ones.
Yeah.
How do they pick up from there? And we are looking at it
Mm.
as, take for example, as much as you want to empower you, and we need to also empower them. You understand that kind of
Yes.
thing? What do you think
Yes.
about people like that, where we can give them affiliate links for them to be able to
Mm.
pick up from their lives,
Oh
even
yeah.
from there, and explain to them, using you as a forefront, person that goes and say, look, this is something you can start. It's online,
Mm.
but the point is, do they even have internet there? You understand? At the
Mm.
moment, with everything that has been destroyed, how do they pick up from there? You understand? Like that? So
Mm.
we're looking at it that, okay, people like that can be picked up from, okay,
Mm.
especially, don't forget, you have a lot of professionals that have lost their job at the
Mm.
moment.
Mm.
Can they pick up on things like this, where it can help them to become an affiliate, for them to pick up bit by bit, and from where from all the bits that they've lost, even if it's just this, because it's a business for everybody and anybody and everyone. You understand me? It's
Mm.
not a
Yes.
professional thing. You don't have to be a professional techie person or professional marketer, a
Mm.
professional, nothing like that. Is it something that can be done?
Mm.
yeah, so sis, you know what? I would like to pop in really quick because what we're using here is Arnold's lunch time. So let me say one thing so that we won't give him time. He'll say as much as he can so that he'll have at least a cup of coffee before he goes back to work. So our sister here, Tabisi Modise, no, it was the other sister. She's equally from South Africa. She says she would definitely like to connect with Arnold because her passion, why
Mm.
she is here in passive, her passion is to work with young people. And of
Yes.
course, what we're doing here is creating that
Yes.
platform where everybody, what would they call in French, rendezvous. So
Mm.
everybody meets here. So this is
Mm.
where we start the partnership.
Yeah.
This is where we connect people to people. This is where people come up that I'm ready
Partnerships.
to
Yeah.
support when you are going. Because as it stands, I know we'll still be going back to Ukraine. He'll go
Yes.
over and over. So, like
Yes.
we have been saying, we don't need to start something new when Arnold is already going to Ukraine and meeting other young people. We just say, go and do more on our behalf. So
Yes.
people who want to connect with others, you always tell us, sis, I know that you know how we can connect. And of course, I will be happy to connect you with Arnold. Let's keep talking. Let's see how we can take care of our young people, because if we don't do it now, then there is no future, because there's no
Mm.
leadership who takes care of the country, of the community, of the world, of the families and
Mm.
stuff. So,
Mm.
Arnold, whatever thing you have to say, from what angle as it comes to your mind, go
Yes.
ahead and say it, please.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, what we need to understand is, when we are empowering those people who have nothing, this is not just a religious issue or a
Sure.
political issue, or a business issue, it's a human issue, you know, and because these are human beings that are going through tough times. And yes, and we need to empower them because these people, they are our brothers and sisters. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, you know, and I believe every human being deserves something, a place of security, a place of dignity and respect. Now, when people lose everything, they lose their dignity and they lose their sense of respect, and then they feel as if they become subhuman. So what we're trying to do is to actually help them to go back to a stage where they feel, I feel like a human being again. Not because I have everything I want, but because I have the basics that I need to survive every day. And that's what we're trying to do here. And this is why this is so important.
Since anything, so that we Arnold can round up.
No, yes, it's good. That is why I was asking you that question. That do you
Mm,
think OnPassive, being an affiliate in OnPassive, not just for yourself to do more,
mm,
but also to
yeah.
empower those people if they
Well,
can
Mm,
get an affiliate account themselves, such that
yes.
their self-esteem, their respect, their dignity is
Yeah.
boosted up, a bit, so that they
Mm,
know that at least there's something I can do. You understand me?
mm,
Because it gives them
mm,
pride in themselves that
yes.
they have this business. I've become an affiliate. It's a business that I can do anywhere, anytime, and
Mm,
regardless of whether war is going on or not. This is something I can latch on to. You understand me? To
mhm.
mm,
make sure that it can bring food to my table, food to my
mm,
family, and I can use it also to help someone else. I love the fact that you
yes.
said it's a situation about humanity, because we are not
Mm,
targeting just
Yes.
those that are Christians.
mm,
We're just talking here because
mm,
this is what we know. But we are talking about a
mm,
whole community. If you've
yes.
going to like when you went to Ukraine, you will see a whole community of people, children, young people or adults,
Mm,
young adults from 18 years above. They're just sitting down.
mm,
There's nothing to
yeah.
do because they've lost
Mm,
everything.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
So do you think
Right.
unpassive is something that can be used as a tool to boost their humanity as well?
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when I think about on passive, I've been here for, this is my second time here, but
Yeah.
I can see by the response, people, the comments, yes, of course, I really believe, and I think we should push this, to get those people to actually, become affiliates here,
Mm-hmm.
because what happens is, first of all, they find the voice. If they
Yes.
become affiliates, they can actually voice their pain, voice their situation, their trouble, their concern, and then people will listen to them. And this gives them that platform to have a voice. Whereas if we just leave them where they are, they will be suffering in silence. So unpassive can offer them the opportunity to have a voice and not suffer in silence.
Mm-hmm.
And that is very powerful because if they can speak up, then people will be listening to them.
Right.
And then people will step forward and help them.
Exactly. I think Arnold, we
Uh,
really do since
I,
you want to say
I,
something.
I, sister Comfort. Just before you come in, let me just, let me just interject there, Brother Arnold. We have a culture here whereby you know
Mm,
those that are joining as affiliates, if you cannot afford, to help them
mm,
when the subscription comes, sometimes we ask
mm,
ourselves if two people, three people, four people, five people can come together and
mm,
do that. That is good.
yes.
We have that
Mm,
tradition here, and it's a good
Mm-hmm.
yes.
tradition because that means we are
Mm,
not just talking about something that you can do by yourself, but we can
mm,
together do for
yes.
these people, such that they
Mm,
themselves also can now do that the same thing for others within
absolutely.
their community. I'll leave it for you, Sister
Mm,
Comfort.
Exactly. I'm just like Arnold. Somebody already stretched a hand of invitation. I'm looking for it. I can't find it anymore because we have quite a few comments here. So my sister asked whether Arnold can visit us here every week. We operate here as a family. It's not just two of us sitting here. It's a whole
yes.
family. You can tell from the comments that you are
Wonderful.
not the only one. Yes. Modise is asking whether can Brother Arnold visit us just once a week. Let's
Yeah,
see
okay, of course, yeah.
yeah, we need to really partner and we can do a lot as a
Yes.
family, So that is
Absolutely.
what this platform is meant for, guys. So we really
Mm.
want to let Arnold go and have something to, at least even a cup of coffee before he goes back to work. But then
Yes.
Arnold would really do appreciate and would definitely want to have you here more. And
Yep.
through you, definitely we might have an opportunity to have maybe so a few people talk to us who are victims of such situations and so on. We are
Mm.
just trying to bring what we have, because in
Yes.
Mr. Mufare's ecosystem out there is solution for everybody. And
Mm.
so it's an ethical company. He
Mm.
encourages that everything you get from Unpassive, make sure you pay a 100% tax, be a good citizen, and it's
Yes.
ethical. They don't sell data, they protect people's data and stuff
Mm.
like that. Everything is good and it's beautiful. It's business. There's
Yeah.
product they have to sell for money. So there's
Mm.
nothing. And the basic, actually,
Mm.
before you leave, we will eat all of your time today. Before you leave,
Yes.
Unpassive on its own, even
Yes.
though an AI IT company is actually a humanitarian movement,
Yes.
because why Ash, the CEO, was sharing, decided to share this with everybody is just that he says Mother Teresa was a wonderful woman. She had a good heart, but she did not
Mm.
have money. And
Mm.
his mission is to replicate about at least a million Mother Teresas, so
Mm.
that
A
they can go to
million.
the end of the
Yeah.
earth, a
Mm.
million, yeah, and uplift humanity. And you
Mm.
used all the right words here. Young people are standing at the crossroads. They need you and myself.
Mm.
We need to restore dignity. We need to restore self-esteem. We need to restore
Mm.
all of those things. And here
Yeah.
we resonate just on that, because that is the dream and the mission and vision of our CEO. Arnold,
Mm.
would really appreciate you as much time as you have. Always visit. I would like to hear more from you, bro. Thank you.
Now, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure for me
Thank
to
you
be
very
here.
much.
And
Yeah,
then I'm looking forward to coming back again,
Okay.
you know, at some
sure,
point in
sure.
yes. Thank you for
Exactly.
your time. And thank you
Yeah.
for everybody for listening. Thank you very much.
All right, Arnold. Thank you so much. See you
Thank
soon.
you. See
Thank
you
you very
Yeah.
soon.
much.
All right. So if you
Thank
see
you.
Bye
at the
for now.
bottom, you see the
Bye.
white
Bye.
circle, click to leave studio. You just click on that. Thank you,
Okay,
Arnold.
thank you very much.
Yes. All right. So, guys,
Thank
that
you.
was Arnold for us. Let's know what you thought about Arnold. Let's just comment on Arnold's presentation and then say good night and goodbye to this. So, sees anything to say? Let me see what our people are saying in the family.
The only thing that is coming to my mind right now, my brain is beginning from what he said, my brain is beginning to work like a clock. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about 18-year-olds in Ukraine that have suffered from this war, that can affiliate account be put into their hands, because they are the one that is a techie generation, that kind of thing. Can you
Mhm.
imagine just
Yeah, the
giving an
millennials
affiliate
here.
account to all of millennials, just giving them affiliate account, and they can use that from their phone. And don't forget, we have O Connect app, understand that kind of thing. So that
Mhm.
alone will help them to use, they will use O Connect to voice, have a voice, and then to connect with others, and to be able to
Mhm.
help others as well, and then to be able to voice their pain and their hurt, and tell the world their story as well. That was what was just going on in my head, and my head just
Exactly.
working like a clock.
Exactly. And he
you know
actually, by God's grace, he's really good at painting that picture. You see exactly what's there. That's why we like
yeah.
to talk to people, who have been there, because they say exactly what they have seen. And
Mm,
so it's an eye opener. The one we
mm,
talked about, the missionaries, somebody heard
mm,
about missionaries for their first time, and they were
mm.
very impressed. They say, oh my God, thank you for opening our eyes. We never knew that there was something like this, and
Wow.
so, what we're doing here, of course, we know we're happy to partner with these people. We should partner in building a powerful nation of tomorrow. And it starts today, it starts now, guys. We really appreciate all the comments, all the support, and we believe that we all are here to stay. Let's keep the fire burning, guys. So tonight
Yes.
we have another topic. Or you want me? Okay, go ahead. Maybe you want me to let you.
No, 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 no.
So we have a wonderful topic tomorrow, which tonight actually,
Tonight,
where
tonight,
yeah,
and
yeah,
tomorrow
that was
too.
a
So
quotation
come.
from Ash. Ash says
Mm.
we are widening our community or something like that. It's a wonderful,
Yes. Yeah.
exciting topic. So guys,
Mm.
come back in the evening at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Let's have a chat on this. And the past week has been pregnant with wonderful discussions. Yesterday was Q&A, and the very first 3 or 4 questions came from South Africa. So South Africa, if you were facing load shedding yesterday, go and
Hey.
watch now. So guys, don't forget to support us by subscribing, clicking on the bell, because we're back here every day And of course, see you soon, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Love you so
you. We
much.
love you
Thank you,
all.
guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.